There we go. Recordings. Oh, we started. Okay. Good. Good day, people. This is Big Sam from Industry Cosign, back with two special guests. I'm going to. Well, I like for people to introduce themselves because I sometimes stumble over my words and I don't want to mess up anybody's name. So I will allow the two of them to introduce themselves.
I am Elaine Allen Landy.
I'm Morris Landy.
Thank
Husband.
you.
If you haven't noticed.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing sunshine to the screen with the yellows.
Thank
We
you.
I
appreciate
got
that.
sunshine.
We got something.
Oh, we got sunshine. Okay.
Okay. Now the purpose of this today is basically to I know y'all started a showcase, an R&B showcase that takes place in New York. You had your first one in May of this year, and it's called Vibe Vault R&B.
Correct.
My first question is, why did you decide to one do showcase R&B, and what is the purpose of actually and we're going to go into the backgrounds of both of you in a minute, but I wanted to definitely start off with the Vibe Vault R&B so that way we can get to the bulk of the conversation, and what was the purpose of actually starting the showcase, and what's the purpose in doing so?
Well, for me, I see a lot of my heart is for the young people, for the youth. And you have so many young people on social media showcasing their talent. And I know big boys only look at people with high numbers and so on. I wanted to capture those young people with low following, no presence, who have talent, of course, and establish a stage for them to showcase their talent, and then afterwards, then nurture them and bring them to the forefront. And that's my husband and I sat down one day and we were like, let's do something. And I'll let him do the rest. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. My wife stood over me with a chain and a whip.
This is going to be a fun interview. Go ahead.
And said, okay, so you've done this. What's the next phase of your life? And I was beating my head up against the wall, trying to figure out what it was that I would want to pursue. And so I kept thinking something about COVID really hit me. It was the fact that there was very little new music out there that inspired. We always ran to music that inspired us to get through situations. And I felt like during COVID, there wasn't that influx of new music to help us get out of this, to help us cope with what we were, in the midst of dealing with. And so for me growing up, I was blessed to listen to so many amazing artists over multiple, genres. And I said that when we get the perfect opportunity may be to focus in on R&B, because R&B never gets treated the way it should be treated at the major labels. So we wanted to create a foundation, a platform for these multitudes of artists that are out there, like Elaine mentioned, to really shine, to hone their craft, to develop. I grew up around musicians. I mean, I'm a musician myself, but the bulk of my friends are close friends are musicians. And so we were always, in spaces where we saw and heard amazing singers. So I said, okay, I think this is it. I think this is it. And Lane kept bringing up this, we kept talking about different things. And bottom line is that it began to take shape. It began to take form. And the more we got those aha moments, the bigger our dreams got with, with Vibe Vault. So just like we're sitting here right now talking about it, and we have this vision of where it is right now, I can guarantee you, like in another day, that dream will have grown even bigger, because we see where this can go. We see the need for it. In the first showcase, and I know I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit, please forgive me, but the first showcase really nailed it for us. So many people came up to us after the showcase and said, Mo, you guys got something. You're on it. I see the vision. This is going to scale. I heard that throughout the entire night.
And they thanked us.
Yeah, and that just galvanized things right there, that we were on the right path. And so again, each day that goes by, our inspiration is renewed by comments people are saying about Vibe Vault and what need it fulfills, and how it creates an opportunity for talent to develop. And I'm tired, like you, I'm tired of seeing artists that come out with one record and don't know who the hell they are in about a year from now. Vibe Vault is there to help build careers.
Okay. I'm going to go back because Elaine messed up what my pattern of asking was going to be. But she did say, you've done this and you've done this. What have you done? So that way the audience can understand what you've done to lead you to doing Vibe Vault R&B. So I'll say I give Elaine an assist, so that way we can get into your background sooner than I anticipated.
Okay. All right. My background, I've been in the music industry for well over 30 plus years. And
that long?
Yeah. And I've been blessed to work with artists from Quincy Jones to Michael Jackson to Babyface, Jay-Z, T.I. I mean, there's thousands of artists that I've worked with over the course of my life. And fortunately, I've been in a position where we were at the ground level of breaking the artists. So, working with somebody like T.I. from the very, very beginning, to see his career blow up, to see there's a long list. But so yes, I worked Atlantic Records, Epic Records, Mariah Carey's label, Crave, probably 8 labels in total. And this fills that void for me. Vibe Vault fills that void for me. It puts us in a position to do the things that I've always wanted to see happen in the music industry.
Now, I don't want to sound smart when I say this, but what have you done? And when I say that, I mean as far as, because it could be A&R, it could be marketing, it could be promotion, so that way people can have a better understanding of what you've done and understand the impact you have had with the artists that you've named and more.
Promotion and marketing was my focus the entire time of being in the industry. And
of course I knew, but I just wanted
to sorry. I'm very modest, and sometimes that can kind of work against me. So
no, I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've done promotion for all those artists that I've mentioned and more, and marketing. And I've been blessed to have a great team of people with me. So we're always coming up with ideas to help develop the artists in different markets. And we work hand in hand with other areas of the labels to help create a presence with these artists that we've worked. So I've had a lot of great mentors. I've had a lot of people that inspired me in so many different ways. And so, yeah, our giving birth to Vibe Vault is just again more fulfilling than anything else that I've been a part of.
He's the one who gets the artist #1 on the radio. Okay, he's the one. He's the one behind that.
Now, but who was behind the name? Now, why was it? Why did you come up with the name Vibe Vault R&B? Well, R&B, of course, is kind of obvious, but why Vibe Vault R&B?
Vibe. Actually, we sat and we had so many names, and we wanted to bring the vibe of R&B back. And then vault, when you think of a vault, that's where people put their jewelry, their things that they want to be protected. So Vibe Vault, we wanted our artists to feel protected, safe with us, knowing that we are there for them, that the foundation is here, and the wolves can't get at them because we're going to be protecting them along the way. So that's how Vibe Vault came about.
And at this showcase platform that we created, it's not just us putting them on stage so they can perform their song and get a reaction out of the audience. It's much more than that. In that space are people from various areas of the music industry. There'll be artist development people there, there'll be touring, booking agents there, licensing people, A&R people, digital marketing, just every aspect of the industry you can think of. We have, because I've been in the industry for such a long time, I know a lot of people. And so I've invited everybody to come out, and offer advice to these artists. You know, what it is we're trying to do is build a community that offers the information that's needed to help elevate the music that is also needed. You know, we're in a weird space with the music, and it needs to speak more to what our needs are versus just, you know, saying the same sort of things day after day after day.
And that was actually going to be my next question. Like, I know it's just not a showcase; that it's much more.
Yeah.
And if I'm an artist that's trying to get on, so to speak, and I want to participate with Vibe Vault R&B, what do I have to do in order to get your attention?
What you have to do is you have to submit your music.
No, they got to go to Vibe Vault R&B
I
on
was-
on song. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Submit your music to
Go ahead.
submit your music to through Vibe Vault R&B at our website, and you'll see all the prompts to take you where you need to do. So, but you're submitting 2 tracks along with your photos, and just put your best out there. Let us see who you are. Let us see what you're trying to deliver. You know, and then after we will contact you if you rank inside of our top 10. We'll reach out to you and say, yes, we want you to be on the showcase. And in that, if you're the grand prize winner, obviously you get the $5,000 that's being talked about. So that $5,000 goes towards Sweetwater. You can buy whatever equipment you want to help build a home studio,
Plus
to help
more.
further your career. Distribution deal with our partner Beatroot. In addition, we have a artist mentorship program, which people like Troy Taylor, our Grammy award-winning producer, is one of. Rotimi, Eric Bellinger, Fat Joe. It's a long list which is continually growing. But if you are picked to be that grand prize winner, you have the mentorship of one of these artists that I've worked with also to help provide information, guidance, you know, for an entire month. So it's a long mentorship.
So they also have to go on the social media if they want to keep up to date and follow us, Vibe Vault R&B on Instagram, and that's where they'll get a lot of updates also.
Yeah. So, is there a cost for people to actually participate?
Ooh.
No. Can't beat that price.
That's always good. That's always good.
We give you money if you win.
Yeah. So I know the first one was actually, let's talk about the first one and the reaction you got and what prompted you to, well, of course you were going to do another one anyway, but what prompted you to do it in September, and how often do you anticipate doing it, on a yearly or just on a consistent basis?
Our plan right now is to do it quarterly, at least here in New York. We are also looking at taking it to different parts of the country, and we've also gotten requests outside of the country. So as it stands right now for New York, we're going to be doing it quarterly. Right now we're doing it at the Sultan Room in Brooklyn, and at 234 Star Street in Brooklyn. And what was the other question?
I forgot.
The question? You too?
I think, wait, because I asked you how often. You
Quarterly.
I forget sometimes because
It's okay.
So,
Yes, we're going to be doing it quarterly, since New York is such an important market and it helps sets the tone for the rest of the country. That our focus right now is to make it bigger than life here in New York. We're already starting to lay the groundwork for our 3rd showcase, which will be just after the top of the year as well.
okay, how involved are the artists once they submit? Like, is there a process they have to go through before being contacted, or before the actual showcase? Is there anything that they need to bring? Is it bands, like things of that nature for the actual?
Well, I'm a band person, but unfortunately, we're not able to do a band thing. So I have one of the best bands in the world is playing with us. They've been known all over New York, the Slam Clinic Band, Lenny Underwood and his crew. So they're playing. These guys can play anything under the sun. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a damn commercial. They got it covered. So you come in, give your music over to the band. We have show rehearsals that are set up for the artists. In addition, we're doing a conference call with the artists as well as our judges. Tracy Jordan, who has worked with everybody under the sun as well, from Snoop Dogg to Tupac to Luther to just anybody you can think of. Tracy's worked with. And as well, Deion Summers, who's head of programming at SiriusXM, and as I mentioned, Troy Taylor, Grammy award-winning producer. So we'll have the artists on. They'll be able to talk to our judges, get some advice before they hit the stage, a few weeks before they hit the stage. So we're prepping them. We're also getting them on a conference call with a really great vocal coach as well, to put them in a position where they are in a good comfort zone before they hit the stage and have a real strong sense of what they're going to be dealing with.
So as of now, the artists that are watching this or will watch this, for the next one, they should just follow the webpage as well as the social media.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, get that stuff together because they're going to need that. Right. And then I'm pretty sure, based on the information that will be placed out, then they can contact you. So in other words, since we're in August now, September 4th is the next one. So that means you basically have the acts already for the September 4th already. Okay, cool. So
but we're leaving the door open until Monday. So you can run to the website right now, submit your music, and you may be fortunate enough to be on that top 10 list still.
The only unfortunate thing is that I might not post this before since this isn't live. So,
okay.
But at least they know that they had a chance. No, let me stop.
That's cool.
or maybe I'll post it tomorrow. Maybe I'll post it tonight, so that way they can have the opportunity. My apologies. I should have stated that it wasn't live. We're recording live, but it's not live. But anyway, but that's good to know, because at least for the next time around, they'll know that they have enough time to submit for the future ones as well.
And we're taking submissions throughout the year, so it doesn't.
Okay, that was the next question. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then to answer your previous one, the artist that won the last showcase, he's been mentored by Troy Taylor. He has a single, and he's also going to be special guest at this showcase. So what we have in mind is that the winner, after they have achieved most of their dreams or their goals, to come back and tell the people what they have accomplished since their win on Vibe Vault R&B.
That's good. That's motivation.
Mm-hmm.
I just lost. Since we're on the topic of R&B, and y'all have been involved in R&B for a number of years. As far as commercially, because of course, like, you still have a lot of groups, as y'all stated, and y'all are trying to let people know that are out there doing their thing. How do you feel about the state of R&B as far as on a commercial level? Because that's where most people hear the music. So how do you feel about the state of R&B? Because it's been ups and downs. Because hip hop, of course, came and kind of pushed R&B to the side a couple of years ago. But R&B is we're not going anywhere.
Right.
How do you feel what the state of hip hop is now? The state of R&B is now.
Well, we're trying to keep it alive. We're trying to till the ground for it to come back. And I know it's not going to be the R&B as we know it back in the day, because these young people, they have a different sound, but that's okay. We have to accept what's coming in. But we are trying to bring it back, and where Mo and I are realizing that it's a different flavor to the R&B, and that's okay. That's okay. And what we're doing is we are teaching them also that it's not just about the 2-word beats of song and the same beat. There has to be more. And it's all about the dressing also, and the stage presence. So they're learning all of that as well as well, they have to have the talent for us to really nurture.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing all that with
But,
them.
Talent is a starting point.
right.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is in regards to the state of R&B and where it is currently, there is an undercurrent. Like some people would have you believe that R&B is dead or dying or whatever, but there is a lot of incredible singers out there and a lot of incredible writers. The thing is, the light's not being shined on them. That's the only difference. It's not like R&B is lacking in any way. It's just not getting the attention that it deserves. So part of our job, like I said, is to get that attention, find that light on this amazing talent that we see out there. And there's a ton of amazing artists online, you know. So it's alive, it's well, and people feel it. So I really feel like we're in a really good space because people want it really badly. And because that want and desire exists, you're going to see it start to flourish more and more. You're going to see it, you know, a lot of things. We're already seeing so many different parts of the country where people are doing something similar to what we're doing. You know, obviously ours is going to, you know, be huge and big, but we feel good about where the music is moving right now.
So I'm going to continue with everything that you're doing in the standards, but I'm going to shift over a little, just a little, to okay. You've worked at Atlantic, Epic, Polygram, and Empire, if I'm correct.
Yes.
You got anything?
Yes.
That's enough.
Go ahead.
I mean, you worked at Atlantic for like 70 years, so. But anyway, and the reason why I bring those companies up is, of course, successful acts, successful business, things of that nature. But outside of that, you're the two of you actually have a company.
Right.
What's the name of the company, and what does the company do, and how does this coincide with what you're doing?
Well, Vibe Vault is, you know, obviously our platform for developing R&B. Another company we have is Evolution 3. Evolution 3 is a promotion marketing entity, and we worked, everybody actively working Will Smith's project, 310 Baby, Shabuzi, working a bunch of acts over there, and I have a team of about 8 people that work with me in regards to what we do with that company. We, with our partner at with Beetroot, they are our distribution arm. So like we pointed out, the grand prize winner has a distribution deal with them, and we're helping to any artists that are looking for distribution. We're there, and we're sort of acting as their sort of like product manager to help make sure that they get the tools that they need to expand their career.
And I know that Elaine had brought up the development of artists and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go a little into her background. Mm-hmm. You're doing a lot better than me in that aspect. Okay, before we actually go there, why don't you let us know what your background is and how you're incorporating your background into Evolution 3 with the artists that you're working with. See, I do my homework.
I see.
Well, right now I'm into the health and wellness aspect of my career, and how I've incorporated that in Evolution 3 and Vibe Vault is that a lot of people out there don't take care of themselves emotionally, physically, and I believe that this is well needed for every company on board. As a matter of fact, a lot of big corporations have hired outside wellness coaches on staff to help, especially with the mental wellness aspect of it. And also, a lot of companies are now integrating physical aspect because they know a lot of their staff, they sit all day, they eat bad. A lot of companies now have cafeterias. And so yeah, when these artists go on the road, there's a lot of it takes emotional toll on them, and as well as a physical toll on them. So if they're eating right, if they are exercising, and the breathing, and especially when before they go on stage, they need to get into that mental state. And a lot of them don't know even before an interview. No, they have to be in a state of mind also before they get on camera. So they have to learn how to breathe, and it's just so much into it. So yeah, that's where I would come in.
She's changed my life, by the way.
Well, you might have to lend her to me because I need to change my life.
No lending. She can offer advice.
I wrote a book.
Well, let's talk about it since you just brought that up. Tell us about the book.
It's called The Ageless Athlete: How to Stay Fit and Healthy at Any Age. So it's for
Buy the book.
Yes, it's available on Amazon, actually all platforms. And the author is my handle, which is Blonde Locks, BLONDLOCS. That's my handle on all my social media platforms. So I decided to use, since everybody know me as Blonde Locks, hence my locks, I figure I would use that as the author.
What's Mo's author name with his? I'm sorry, I can help that one. I do appreciate the fact that y'all took the time to speak to me, in the audience about the upcoming thing and what you're doing. Is there anything else that you'd like the people to know, or anything else you're working on or about to work on that you would like to talk about?
Well, my wife just finished competing in Miss Universe.
I was gonna make that as well, but I didn't know if okay.
And she, out of 60 plus,
70 plus.
70 plus.
Get it right, Mo. Get it right. 70 plus.
70 plus.
Hello.
She came back. She came in number 11.
Yeah. Miss Universe, because they extended the age limit.
I was about to bring it up as well, because from my understanding, I'm not gonna say your age, but I know that they've opened it to a little higher. And
they're taking it off.
Oh, they're taking it off. Okay.
They're taking it off, yeah.
Okay, well, and you were one of the most seasoned.
I was the oldest contestant.
I just wanted you to say that.
At the age of 59 to compete for the title, and I came in 11th.
That's good. I mean, that also gives the inspiration to people to realize that as you get older, you shouldn't stop, and there are still goals to be reached. So congratulations with that one. And then next year when we have another show with you being number one, then we can.
Woo! Okay, it's a lot of work.
We already have a full calendar next year.
But once again, I know the show September 4th, Brooklyn, New York. Where's the location at again?
The Sultan Room on 234 Star Street.
So go purchase your tickets. We have the contestants already, so we need you to go out and purchase those tickets. And also the winners, it's by audience participation also, right?
So you get to help us decide who's going to walk away the winner.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. So from my understanding, you're going to have the judges actually judge the initial part, and then when it gets to the finalists, then it's audience participation.
Final three.
Yes. So the last time was so successful. It was a full house, and I mean, it was our first one. It was so good.
Yeah.
So this time around,
get your tickets early.
Yeah, this time around, we know it's going to be even more successful, a lot more people.
Excited.
So please get there early and secure your spot because it was standing room only.
Once again, go to Vibe Vault R&B, VYBE Vault RN, the letter NB.
And follow us.
Yeah, and follow them. And if you can't make the show because you might not be in New York, still follow them so that way you can see the talent that was there, the talent that's coming up, and anything else that they're doing. Because I'm pretty sure that more people will know about Vibe Vault R&B in the coming months, years, and centuries.
That's right. We plan on being around for a very long time.
And I'm pretty sure the people that aren't getting the numbers but have the talent definitely appreciate. And I'm pretty sure that it'll spread throughout, so that way. 'Cause I know a lot of people feel defeated that they can't get the numbers or they can't compete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Competing as far as the talent, but as far as the numbers, because some people cheat or some people just have an edge, whatever it might be, but it doesn't mean that the talent isn't there. So, Vibe Vault R&B is definitely a way to go, so that way they can get the recognition, and then their numbers can grow after they appear on Vibe Vault R&B, and everyone is happy. So,
Exactly.
I definitely appreciate y'all taking the time and appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
However I can help, well, except talent, because I stopped singing years ago, and I've given up.
We have a lot of ways we're gonna put you to work, so don't worry.
Okay. So once again, also repeat. Well, no, it's right there. I'm about to say repeat the social media, but it's right there. And if y'all can't read that, then you have other problems. That I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But once again, I plan on being there.
Oh, cool.
The only way I don't go, and everyone knows it,
we don't hear
it's over 80 degrees because I melt.
Oh Lord.
There's air conditioning in the club. You'll be good.
I gotta get there. Okay. No, I'll be there. I'll say it on camera, so that way I have to commit to saying that I'll be there. No, but I do want to be there because I definitely want to see the talent and just see the inner workings of like the next big thing. And one good thing that I have to say is that, coming up, not as many years as Mo, but coming up in the industry, there were a lot of showcases where talent was definitely abundant. And that's another thing that's missing nowadays, specifically live, because you can get on your social media and showcase.
Right.
But, live is a different thing.
Nothing like the live thing.
And I think people get more of the feeling of the artist as well as the talent. And I definitely want to witness that myself. So I shall be there. And if there's anything else you'd like to mention before y'all kick me out.
Well, one thing, we actually went through our list of top 10 today, the ones that we're selecting. And we have some really incredible talent.
It's going to be tough this time around.
Yeah, the bar has been raised, and I'm excited to see people's reaction once they see some of the artists that we have on stage. Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm not going to name any names just yet, but we'll be talking about them long after. Trust me.
Well, I have a couple of days. Maybe I might throw my hat back in the ring. Make it interesting.
All right.
But Mo and Elaine, thank you for your time. Good luck with it. And as I stated, any and everything going forward, and however I can help, I definitely will, because I know Sid will probably, hit me up anyway. So, but outside of that, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you for the
Good
opportunity.
luck with everything, and I will speak and talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.